Let me ask you something. Have you ever laid in bed next to your husband, inches away, and yet felt completely alone? You love him. You know he's a good man. But the tenderness, the emotional closeness, the feeling of being chosen, it's gone. Or maybe you feel like it was never really there. And the hardest part, you've tried to talk about it. You've tried to explain how you feel. You've tried to do your part, okay? And somehow what? Things only feel worse. If that sounds familiar, I want you to hear this clearly. This is not your fault, and it's not your husband's fault either. But there is a reason that this keeps happening. And once you understand it, everything about your relationship is going to change. Most women that I work with come to me saying things like, he just completely shuts down when I talk. He gets defensive no matter how gentle I try to be. I feel like I'm always the one who has to carry the emotional weight of the relationship. And like, I just want him to want me and like be close to me emotionally. And here's what really breaks my heart is like these women are intelligent, loving, emotionally aware, and deeply committed to their marriages, right? They're not nagging, they're not selfish, they're not too much. They're but they're having a problem because they're living in this marriage that still feels so heavy, so tense, so just painfully distant. And what they don't realize is that they're unknowingly doing something that actually shuts down the very love that they're craving. So here's the truth that nobody tells you. The problem is not just, oh, you don't communicate well or something like that. It's that your communication, even though it's very loving and well intended, is unintentionally breaking down the emotional safety for your husband. Okay? Let me just say that again. It's unintentionally breaking down the emotional safety for your husband. And when a man doesn't feel emotionally safe, he doesn't lean in, he doesn't open his heart, he does not pursue intimacy, right? What does he do instead? He withdraws, he gets defensive, he gets angry, he shuts down. Now, it's not because he doesn't love you. It's because his nervous system is like alarm bells going off and he feels like this is a dangerous situation. I can't win here. Okay, that's what's happening underneath. And here's the part that changes everything. When you restore emotional safety to the relationship, you're going to draw out your man's natural desire to protect you, to pursue you, to cherish you as his woman. And that just turns back on effortlessly. Okay, and here's why. Okay, men are biologically wired to feel fulfilled when they are needed, trusted, respected, and emotionally safe with the woman that they love. And when a man, he feels like, okay, I can be the hero here in this relationship and not criticized, not corrected, not shown why he's failing. When you remove those things, what happens is his heart just like completely opens. The tenderness returns, affection increases, like he just can't keep his hands off you. He's so into you, he loves you so much, right? And that emotional intimacy, right? That vulnerability becomes natural to the relationship again. But most women were never taught how to communicate in a way that actually preserves this emotional safety and honors both their needs and the needs of their man's heart. So here's what they do. Here's what we've all done. Okay. It's like they try to explain where they're coming from. They try to clarify. They're telling him, here's why you need to change, right? And unintentionally, they don't realize they're actually pushing him away. And then his desire to be the one pursuing you, right? To be the one who's going to be your hero just completely begins to die. Now, imagine this instead. You say what you need, right? You're sharing from your heart, and he actually hears you, like from the first time. And he wants to comfort you. He wants to show up for you. He reaches for you again. He opens up emotionally without being pushed, and he looks at you with warmth, with tenderness, with desire. And instead of your relationship feeling really hard and frustrating and exhausting, it feels easy. It feels effortless. There's that relief because it just feels so safe, right? And it's not because you're pretending. It's not because you're like, oh, I need to suppress myself or my desires. It's because you've learned a completely different way of relating to your husband, one that works with the masculine psychology instead of pushing against it. And this is exactly what I help women do. I help women in hurting marriages restore that emotional safety, reignite the intimacy, and experience the kind of love that they have been longing for, right? Often without their husbands ever stepping into therapy. It's almost never necessary at all. Okay, why? Because when you shift how you show up, the entire relationship recalibrates, right? And no, this is not about manipulation. It's about understanding, right? It's about alignment. It's about becoming the woman who inspires and attracts his masculine response. So, if you are ready to stop feeling lonely in your marriage, if you're done blaming yourself, if you're done blaming your husband, and you're just like, you know what? I am ready. I want a relationship that feels connected, secure, deeply loving, and emotionally safe. I offer two ways to work with me. One, a high level group experience for women who want this deep transformation alongside other committed women. It's actually an anonymous and private way to have this group community. I can share more about that later. And the other way is a private one-on-one coaching experience who want for women. This is for women who want that personalized, high-touch, intimate support and rapid results. Both are designed for women who are absolutely serious about saving their marriage, but not just saving it, right? That you want it to be tender and emotionally intimate and just absolutely easy and effortless. That's what I do. That's what is totally possible for you. So here's what I want you to know before you decide. The love that you desire, it's not unrealistic. And your husband, he isn't broken, right? And you are not asking for too much. You simply haven't been shown how to create that emotional safety with a man while activating his desire to be your hero. And once you learn this, oh my gosh, your relationship doesn't have to be hard anymore. So click below, fill out an application, and let's create the marriage that you always hoped was possible because it is. You deserve to be tenderly loved in your marriage. See you soon. God bless.